This video will show you how to replace the passenger side front inside fender liner on a GMC Sierra 2500. This will be mounted inside of your front fender. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. The first thing we have to do is safely raise and support the front end of the vehicle so the wheel's off the ground. Once you've done that, if you have a hubcap, we're going to remove that. That can be done using a 22mm socket. After that, we'll remove all 8 of our 22mm lug nuts as well, so we can remove the wheel. To start removing the fender liner, we're starting at our splash guard. You can see it along the backside here. This is going to be held in place with 2 Phillips head screws. Remove the pair. We'll make sure we're holding onto the splash guard. Go ahead and set that aside. Now that we have that out of the way, we can start removing the fender liner. You're going to find that you have several 7mm headed mounting bolts making their way along the outboard edge. We'll start with all of those bolts first. Once you have removed all of the mounting bolts, we're going to continue on with several push clips. Now, as far as our push clips, these can come in all different shapes and sizes, and of course, they may have been replaced at some point. Most push clips, you're going to want to carefully start removing the center to unlock them. Once you have them unlocked, you can remove the outer portion. So now we have another push clip up here, but I like to save one of the upper clips for last, of course. So let's make our way towards the front. We're continuing on with plastic push clips. Our way down. Now as we move towards the front, we have 2 more push clips here. For these push clips, you can tell they do not have a locking center. We'll take hold of them and pull them out of place. You may find you have a hard time removing your push pins using a trim tool. If you have a specialty tool, you can try that as well. So now both sides of the fender liner do move around. We have our one last push clip that we can remove. Now keep in mind this is the last thing holding this in place. Be aware so it does not fall down and potentially hurt you. We're holding it up. Remove that push pin. There it is, friend. Now, prior to installation of any brand new part, of course, we want to make sure we clean and inspect our mounting area. Of course, we have the area along the fender, and then we have several other mounting points. Just use a clean rag and some cleaner and wipe it down. Start bringing our fender liner in place here. Now we're attempting to align it. We want to start in the upper mounting hardware first, so it'll hold it in place, and then we'll continue along either side. We'll continue on with our push pins before installing our mounting bolts. Let's continue downward. We have another push pin port down in the bottom corner. That's the push clips for the rearward side. Now we're moving towards the forward side. We have several push clips to install on this side as well. We'll make sure we're properly aligned in each one of our areas. Now, as you remember in this area here, we had the type of push clips that we did not have to remove the center. You can just go ahead and line those up and press them in. Now we're continuing on with our 7mm headed mounting screws. We have one in the forward corner. Let's go ahead and install that first. There's that one. Let's make our way upward. We'll make our way over. Continue on with our 7mm headed mounting bolts. Now it's time for our splash guard. We'll make sure we put this into the original positioning. We're continuing on with our Phillips head screws. We're trying to find the original ports that are already in the fender of the vehicle. That one's tight. There we are. Double check to make sure that's properly secured in place. Now one last quick inspection in this area and we can reinstall our front wheel. Now it's time to reinstall that wheel. Once you have the wheel in place, start on all 8 of your 22mm lug nuts. We're going to lightly bottom them out. We'll get the wheel safely back down on the ground and then torque each of them to 140 foot-pounds. Now I've got the wheel back on the ground. Let's go ahead and torque each of these lug nuts to 140 foot-pounds in a crisscross manner. Torqued. If you have a center cover, install that now. We'll get the center cover in place. We're starting on each one of our caps using our 22mm socket here. Just snug them up. Double check to make sure it's secured in place.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.